Hey, it's Tess, content creator, model, presenter, and host of the Tess Talks podcast, on a mission to ignite curiosity. How do you like to stay sharp? Do you obviously we'll get into the biohacking kind of like mental sharpness, but what about like reading? Do you read, or are you like more of a podcast man, audio book on like 2 times speed?
Yeah. I go through stages. Sometimes I read a lot and then I listen to podcasts and then I watch Netflix.
Yeah. You do need to tune out at some point.
Sometimes I'm like all in on something and I'll read a book and I just won't put it down, or I listen to a podcast and I'm actually really interested in it. And then other days I'm like, I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
So just, peaks and troughs in that area. But I actually find I do my work in my hyperbaric chamber at home and I'm finding that I feel sharper. Like I don't need as much sleep. I'm not as groggy and I just feel better generally. So maybe it's placebo, I don't know, but I just feel...
It is a great place to work. I get a little claustrophobic in them, but...
No, fair enough. It's not for everyone.
Yeah. I try. I was doing them like once a week for like 8 weeks, but every time I would go in, I would take my laptop and be like, all right, mentally prepare, breathe, do your meditation, bypass the claustrophobia. But if you can do it...
I know, it just works for me.
Yeah. And to have one at home, I mean, it's
handy. Yeah, it's handy. But I've also in the hyperbaric chamber now, I've got a fire blanket and a bottle of water because I saw recently one blew up.
What?
Yeah, one blew up and it's a fireball because it's pure oxygen.
Oh my God.
And what is fire?
There's no chance I'm ever getting in one again. Say again, sorry.
What does fire love? Oxygen.
Yeah.
So then basically you're in this oven. So now I've got this little fire blanket and a bottle of water in case something happens.
Oh, do you know the brand?
Sorry?
Do you know the brand of chamber that?
I do. I won't mention it.
Was the person okay?
No, they're cooked. Literally, they died. No, it's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible.
Because I
didn't mean cooked. I mean, sorry, they passed away.
Lack of a better term,
yes.
But they're definitely cooked at this point. Oh my God, that's really scary. Because I actually heard someone a couple of weeks ago staying somewhere and turned on. It was an Airbnb, and they turned on the sauna on the property. They went inside to the kitchen to make dinner.
Yeah,
and they heard this huge bang. Ran outside, and the sauna had blown up.
Jesus.
Which would have been a complete cooked scenario for this person. And so now, like, we have a sauna downstairs. I get so nervous every time I go, and I'm like, is this a thing? Is this what we have to start?
Well, that's the thing. You just don't know, do you? Like, I've got the sauna I've got at home. It was made in China. Maybe I need to replace that. I don't know.
Slightly concerning, but
yeah. Your gym downstairs, everything's color coordinated. It's the best gym I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's our pride, and yeah, we do love it.
It's great. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. So you've been a lot more vocal, I guess, like online and publicly about your interest in longevity and biohacking over recent years.
Yeah, I'm a freak.
I love it. It's my language. It's everything that I live for. So you're probably just a little more knowledgeable and advanced in what treatments you've done than I am. Have you always had an interest in this field, or is it something that's just developed later in life?
Probably, I've always been dancing around the edges of health and longevity. And then after the vaccine, I shouldn't mention vaccine, I had a couple of issues.
Can you share?
A couple of,
you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
No, I had myocarditis. So myocarditis.
Oh, you got
after the vaccine, I'm quite open about it. So then I'm like, okay, how do I upgrade my health? So everything's fine now. It's all sorted, but I just want to bulletproof my health. So then I started going deeper into longevity.
So is that really what kicked it off over COVID?
I was always into it beforehand, but not as obsessed and passionate. And I thought I was healthy before COVID. I probably wasn't. And I'm a lot healthier now. I think I am anyway. Well, my blood say I am. But I definitely became more obsessed in the past 2 or 3 years with it. And I've probably gone too far with it. Probably need to pull it back a bit.
Why do you think you've gone too far?
Because it can overtake your life and you can do too much. Sometimes moderation's best.
Like a Brian Johnson kind of thing.
Love him or hate him, Brian Johnson is legit. He's like I said, his lifestyle's not for everyone, but he is legit. He does hyperbaric chamber. He does the sauna. He tests it on himself, reports the results. I'm a big fan. I'm not obsessed like him. Like I still have a couple of drinks here and there and I eat meat, but I'm still quite passionate about it and I feel better for it.
Well, I also think that everything is balanced, and it's proven in, you know, the blue zones and longevity that this whole aspect of like enjoying ourselves and socializing and doing those things actually adds onto your life because it's your happiness.
Agreed.
It's your community. It's your feel good.
Yeah.
So I personally think there's no issue if you want to have the occasional drink or you want to do this or that, you're balancing. I think we can become so fixated on I have to do this, I'm so regimented, that you're almost putting more stresses on yourself to stick to a certain protocol.
Funny you mentioned that. Last year I took a year off alcohol. So I stopped drinking. I didn't really see my friends as a result because being Australian, we're quite social when we go out drinking. It's just, unfortunately, it's what we do. It's just who we are.
It is hard. It is, yeah. 'Cause I've done it too,
During that year, my blood work got worse because I wasn't socializing and interacting with people.
Interesting.
And I wasn't having that enjoyment with my friends. My health actually deteriorated to a degree.
Wow.
Yeah. I just didn't feel as good. And then when I started catching up with friends again, and I don't need alcohol to do it, but it just, sometimes we do.
Yeah.
Everything improved.
Wow.
So I'm a massive believer in connection and socializing. And I wasn't before, but now I'm a believer.
That is fascinating. Yeah. I love that so much. Because I've almost noticed that, I think similarly with me, obviously being pregnant and then breastfeeding for so long, you can't really socialize the same. Yep. You obviously can't drink. And I also went on during COVID, I stopped drinking for a little bit as well. But I feel
that's
like
rare in COVID.
I know. I actually went on a full health kick for a good 12 months of it, at least, not the whole time because went on for a long time here in Victoria. But I found that a very similar thing, I think, coming out of like my breastfeeding journey and stuff, I've been like craving that connection because I love music as well. And so just going out and having those nights, you know, with friends or whatever and just kind of really relaxing, you can feel your whole body kind of just.
It's just like,
relax and wind down.
I'm with you. I go to Glow once a week and
Glow's the best. It's got, all the good stuff. So you don't drink any nut milks or alternative making it?
No.
Yeah, straight to the pure stuff. Yeah.
A lot of meat, a lot of eggs, fruit, raw milk.
I need to get on the raw milk. I don't know. I've been off dairy for so many years because of skin that the idea of cow's milk, like the smell of it makes me feel kind of.
Was yours hormonal acne?
It was. So it actually came from the contraceptive pill. I was on it for a few years, and when I came off it, my skin, I'd never had problematic skin. When I came off it, it just completely threw everything off. Yeah. And the pill also affects your gut. So it was just a hybrid of so many things. And getting on, it's just diabolical. I'm very vocal that I don't think women and young girls should be going on the pill. Yeah. I think it's just chaos for your hormones.
Aren't they saying that the pill is causing cancer? Did I see that recently?
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I think I saw that recently.
Oh, that it's come out that it is
carcinogenic. Yeah. Breast cancer.
Like, what the fuck? And I just think like we spend so many years running away from being fertile because we don't want to get pregnant when we want to be young and have fun. But then, you know, we're seeing this influx of infertility issues and it's like, well, you know, we can't just like run away and like suppress it for so long and then expect everything overnight to just start working efficiently, you know?
But what do you do if you got, I know, young daughters, which I do obviously. Yeah. And they start having sex when they're in their teens.
Well, it's a fair question because I think that too with our daughter. But their natural fertility method is actually, if you do it properly, it's actually supposed to be as accurate, as safe, I guess, as the pill. So it's basically recording your temperature each day or each week, depends what modality you're using. And then that can tell you when you're ovulating, when your temperature's spiking. So you can kind of like track it and log it each month and know when to be careful and when you're in the all clear.
Or just give her a chastity belt.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, never have sex ever.
I think Sean would be happy to do that with Romy. So he's already terrified of the teen years.
Stay away from horny teenage boys.
Yeah. He knows all too well what that's like.
Mate, horny. People don't realize that, like, horny. Teenage boys are so horny.
Yeah, it's
like
the testosterone
you're actually an animal.
Yeah,
literally.
And I think that's what a lot of men these days who are entering this biohacking field are chasing, all those elevated testosterone markers again.
Yeah. Well, you're literally they're chasing that high test for, as it were, as a young boy.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah. It's true.
Oh, well, anyway, rewinding a little bit. I love that you're dedicating so much time and energy into this space and doing a lot of the guinea pig research for us. You've been quite out there with some of the treatments and modalities that you've gone and tried. I think most renowned for spending close to $1 million on a certain gene alteration treatment. So I think around $700K. What on earth was that?
So I did gene therapy in Mexico, and guess what the cost of that gene therapy is now? And the reason it was so expensive at the time, very few people in the world had done it. And so there was no mass manufacturing of the product. You could do the same gene therapy now for 10 grand.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So basically there was 2 gene therapies, one for, it's called Clotho, and it basically improves your memory. Mm-hmm. I think I did a memory test before and after, and there was an uplift. But was it worth $1 million? Probably not. And there was another one called follistatin, which increases your bone density and how you retain muscle. Yes, I saw a bit of an uplift, but also if you don't eat a huge amount, you're going to lose muscle anyway. So it only works if you're actually training, eating properly and so on. So was it worth $1 million? No.
What did your wife say about this little venture?
Oh, madness. She goes, save the $1 million.
Yeah.
So that was madness. And then I've done lots of stem cells, which I do rate, but you've got to get stem cells from the right supplier.
Right.
And there's 3 types. There's probably more actually, but I've done bone marrow. I've done of my own bone marrow. I've done fat stems of my own fat. And also I've done umbilical cord, which is someone else's stem cells.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I did stem cells in Japan last week, and that was my own fat. So what they do is they harvest the fat from your body. Mm-hmm. Think of liposuction.
Yeah.
And because I'm quite lean, they couldn't take it from my stomach, so they'd take it from my ass. I was like, oh, so now I got a wonky ass.
How much fat are they taking?
Enough to make it wonky. So I was like, but they've got to find it from somewhere.
Do some more squats in the mornings with your girls.
I've got to balance that shit out.
Yeah.
And then they cultivate it for a month, and then once they've cultivated it, they inject it in the joints. So I did my right knee, right shoulder, and I did an IV.
Right.
Yeah, and then over a month or 2, the swelling will go down. Mm-hmm. I've already noticed my swelling in my knee is probably 60% less in 5 days.
What was that injury from? Was that?
This is from, it's pretty dumb. So originally I did it from footy.
Okay.
Initially because I had a reconstruction. And then a couple of months ago I was at a friend's house party doing some dumb dance moves, and then I busted my knee. I had one too many drinks, and this is what happens.
This is what happens to us, unfortunately.
Yeah, as you get old, things start to break.
I think we can bust a move like we used to.
Hey, woo!
Oh my God, it's hilarious. Fascinating. So the one that you went to in Japan, so they're using, because I'm still wrapping my head around how all of these kind of therapies are working, and I think a lot of the listeners are as well.
Yeah.
So with stem cells, correct me if I'm wrong, you can take from your own muscle, and they use stem cells from somewhere else?
Yes.
That they mix in with your fat?
They can take from your own bone marrow. So they actually drill into your body and take out the bone marrow. That's, you have to go under for that. That's quite an operation. Mm-hmm. I've done that once and it was great, but it's,
it'd be pretty excruciating.
It's a little bit painful.
A downtime for that?
Bone marrow, the fat is they just do a local anesthetic and they scrape the fat from the area of your body. Mm-hmm. It's quite uncomfortable.
I bet.
Yeah. And I'm on my stomach and my ass is getting scraped. It was terrible. And when they do umbilical cord, it's someone else's. So if someone's donated the stem cells, and then they inject it into the area that you want.
So that versus gene therapy, how does gene therapy work?
Gene therapy is, it's created in a lab. Mm-hmm. It's similar to a vaccine, unfortunately, but it's created in a lab, and it modifies your genes to a degree. Mm-hmm. It's pharmaceutical. There's nothing natural about it. Would I do it again? Probably not.
Why is that?
I didn't see the benefit from it. I don't think the tech is there yet. Maybe in 5 to 10 years it will be.
From everything that you have done, what would you think is the one thing that you've seen the biggest uptake of change in your body or mind?
Okay, so about a year ago, I got pericarditis, which is inflammation of the heart. And
which increased a lot, unfortunately, from the COVID vaccines. I have a few friends that got it.
Yeah, which I won't talk about that, but I'm not a fan of the vaccines. We can do a different episode on that. Yeah, you have?
No, we can do a whole different episode on that because that's a can of worms that I love to open up.
There's a can of worms there. And so I got pericarditis, which is inflammation of the heart. And what happened was I got back from traveling overseas and I went to bed and I felt full when I went to bed. I'm like, something doesn't feel right, but I'll sleep it off. I woke up at midnight, couldn't breathe. I'm like, what's going on? Couldn't breathe. And I could only breathe if I sit up and lean forward. Got rushed to hospital and they said I've got pericarditis. They gave me all this medication to reduce the inflammation of my heart. And after a month of sleeping or not sleeping, and remember, I couldn't lie down because when I lie down, I couldn't breathe because of the pressure on my lungs. So I had to sleep sitting up in a chair for a month with my hand behind my head because your pericardium is connected to your shoulder nerves and it's quite painful. So I had to sleep like this for a month and had to use rope to hold my hand up. It was crazy. It was fucking crazy.
That is insane. That is full torture.
It was torture for a month. And they had me on a drug called colchicine, which helps reduce the inflammation. And after a month, nothing was working. And I rang my doctor and said, mate, this is something's off here. My sleep's not improving. The pain's not improving. He goes, I'll just give him more time. I said, it's been a month. The drugs weren't working. So then I thought, what's the issue? It's inflammation of the heart. What can quell inflammation? Cold. So then I jumped in the ice bath. I shit you not. Jumped in the ice bath. After the first 5 minutes, I could put my arm down and there was no pain in my shoulder.
Wow.
And then the second ice bath, 2 hours later, less pain. And then after 3 days of ice bathing 3 or 4 times a day, completely gone.
You're joking?
I hand on heart.
Wow, that's insane.
Insane. So I'm a massive advocate of ice baths because if you're prone to inflammation, which I am, my body, just genetically I am, then the ice bath saved me. Wow. So I'm a massive fan of ice bathing because I've seen firsthand what it can do for me. Big fan of saunas and a big fan of the hyperbaric chamber because after they had the myocarditis, it left me with an elevated heart rate. After doing...
Sorry, because pericarditis you can have for life. Is that right? And myocarditis is more like short term.
Correct. Yeah. And pericarditis can come and go.
Yeah.
Pericarditis is basically when your body's inflamed, the tissue around your heart gets inflamed and expands and then pushes on your lungs. They said I may get it again. I haven't, which means I probably won't ever get it again. They said if you get it again, it'll be within a few months, which I didn't get. So then I had the hyperbaric chamber, and after doing 60 sessions, my heart rate went back down to normal.
Wow. 60 sessions?
60 sessions over 90 days.
Okay. So how often was that? You would have been doing it?
I was doing 5 sessions a week for 3 months.
Yeah. Which is a big commitment because you're sitting there for a big, 1 to 2 hours each time?
It is. It's not for everyone, but I just tried it and it worked for me. So, but honestly, the ice bath has been a complete game changer.
Wow.
You don't need an ice bath. You could have a cold shower, and it costs you nothing. So these 3 things have been life-changing for me.
Wow. Again, I go back to, and I know it's kind of crazy, but it's almost like those biggest challenges, as we talk about failures, are some of your biggest lessons. And the stuff that's obviously come out of that and stuff that you would have learned about yourself from having that very unfortunate diagnosis must be pretty amazing. I'm sure you still probably prefer you didn't have it, but...
I'm actually thankful I got it. Even though it was a pain in the ass, I'm like, why is it happening to me? I'm healthy. This shouldn't be happening to me. Anyways, it did. And I think I got a bit of PSD from it because I was very stressed as a result. And then when I got pericarditis, I was even more stressed. And And when the drugs weren't working, I'm like, nothing's working. I could have this for the rest of my life. And then worst case scenario is they operate and they take the tissue around from your heart, they take it out.
Far out.
And then you're on medication for the rest of your life.
Wow. That's terrifying.
Terrifying for me because I'm meant to be Mr. Healthy.
Well, yeah, and it actually seemed to be happening to a lot of healthy people. A lot of athletes were the ones coming down with these kind of things, which is really interesting. I don't know if you've ever seen a correlation there, but I met a few athletes that had the similar situation, and I met someone on the weekend who's young, healthy, fit, that also got pericarditis, and I'm like, mate, what the hell? And he goes, yeah, I know, and. Yeah, like I said, the ice bath can completely resolve the issue for me. So are you doing ice baths, saunas, hyperbaric chambers most days?
I do an ice bath most days when I can. When I travel, it's very hard. A sauna probably 4 or 5 days a week. Hyperbaric chamber maybe 2 or 3 times a week now.
Great.
Yeah, and then it just works for me. It's not for everyone. My diet is more animal-based, so a lot of meat, eggs, fruit, raw milk, as we mentioned earlier, off camera, and veggies here and there. I don't eat deep fried food because when I eat deep fried, I just feel like crap. It's just
same.
Yeah,
it's funny when you cut that stuff out for a while, your body stops craving it, and then you eat it, and you're like, oh, I actually feel sick.
It just doesn't sit well with me.
Doesn't hit the same.
Yeah, and I just feel pretty good. My sleep is so. I'm always wide when I go to bed. My brain's always racing. But yeah, I'm generally pretty good.
Do you track yourself with something like an Oura Ring or
I used to, and it gave me anxiety. Because when it's not perfect, I'm like, my score was 71. I'm like, that's crap, man. Come on, you're better than that.
As many of you know, I have been a long-time Wanderlust lover, and I am so excited to share this one with you. Wanderlust Wellspring is Australia's biggest biohacking summit, and it's happening this October on the 25th and 26th at the Royal Pines Resort on the Gold Coast. It's 2 full days of science-backed strategies, future-focused practices, and cutting-edge wellness to help you live longer, feel stronger, and thrive every day. I mean, who doesn't want that? You'll hear from world-leading experts in longevity, optimization, and performance, including Dave Asprey, Kayla Barnes, and Dr. David Sinclair. They're all going to be live on stage, and I'm so excited to hear them all. I feel like it is so rare to get all of these experts in one place, and also to be surrounded by like-minded people. There's going to be functional testing, immersive wellness experiences, live podcasts, and an epic expo village with brands like The Beauty Chef, Loco Love, and St. Haven. So good. And even East Forest is performing as well. So if you're serious about your health and performance, or maybe you're someone who's new to this field and you're just wanting to learn more, then this is where you need to be. Tickets are available now via Humanitix. All you have to do is hit the link in the show notes for access, and I will see you at this very exciting event on October 25th and 26th. Make sure you're following Biohack AU on Instagram to stay in the loop. Now back to the episode. And it sets you up for a best shit day.
Correct.
Because you could convince yourself otherwise that you feel great off, 4 or 5 hours sleep, if you need to push through or whatever. But if you've got this app telling you had a shit sleep, correct, red zone.
So then the rest of the day I'm thinking about it, and my day is just, I've had a bad sleep, I'm going to have a bad day. When I stopped tracking my sleep, everything improved. So it works for some, it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, that's the conclusion Sean and I came to as well.
Yeah.
And mindset is such a big thing as well, like putting yourself in the mindset for the day. And
so
I think
powerful.
that yeah.
Like this morning I woke up at 3 a.m. I had a couple of melatonins, which I probably shouldn't have done. I woke up this morning at 7. So groggy. I'm like, okay, I need to snap out of this. Got a podcast this morning.
Yeah.
I need to wake up, and but mindset. After an hour, I was back. Just kind of, got to get into it.
What does your morning, routine look like?
It's cut back a bit, but now I wake up, I have water with lemon juice and salt. And then I have a couple of supplements on an empty stomach so they absorb better. Then I go down.
Interesting, you don't get sick?
No,
I get nauseous and I take supplements.
No, I'm all right. And then I'll go outside. And it's pretty fresh in the morning in Melbourne. I go out and have a nice bath outside for 4 or 5 minutes, come back in, go down to the gym, jump on the exercise bike with my red light panels, sit there half naked, on my exercise bike, getting all the red light as I'm exercising.
Because I love that you actually flagged before when you came to have a look at ours. So you've got 4 infrared panels or LED panel on the walls around you. So that's what a great way to hybrid the exercise and the red light at once.
I'm getting all the fucking beamed in. I'm getting zoned in. It's great.
I'm stealing that idea. I love it.
And then I go up, have breakfast, and then I go back downstairs and do some weights if I've got time. And then I might have a sauna in the morning if I've got time, because I find a sauna at night time just wakes me up. And then I go, I've obviously got to make some money, just do some work.
So at midday, we'll probably do it.
Go make some money, and then in the evening, always family dinner, hang out with my kids, hyperbaric chamber, and I do work in the chamber as well. And then it's bedtime.
What chamber do you have? Do you have one with oxygen mask or just the general? What oxygen level is it at?
It's at 2 atmospheric pressure, which means it's 10 meters underwater.
Yep.
It's medical grade with a oxygen mask, and I can sit there with my laptop and do work. The lie down ones, I'd just go mental.
I
need to sit there and actually do something.
Yeah.
But having a laptop in there probably is a little bit questionable.
After this whole fire situation.
But I've got the fire blanket and the water just in case there's a firebomb in there, which I'll probably be dead anyway before I even grab it.
Yes.
But I know I just get bored in there.
Yeah, well, it's a long time to sit in there, and you got to make it like somewhat productive.
Correct. Yeah, correct.
Do you meditate or anything mindset, or no, not your?
I do breath work in the ice bath because it's so bloody cold. I'm either going to crap myself, or I need to do some breath work and just calm my body down. And then if I'm really wired at nighttime before bed, I'll just do some breath work and just kind of try and calm myself. Like, I'm not sure about you, but if I've been working on a laptop before bed, I'm ready to go. Like I'm wired.
Always. It's terrible. Recently, we've been bringing our laptop into bed stupidly.
It's the worst.
Finishing off work or doing last minute wedding planning, and then it's bloody midnight. We're still sitting there wired. I'm like, we have to stop doing this. Like, we know better.
No. It's the worst.
It's the worst.
But I also take sleep supplements to help me. So I take a thing called myo-inositol, and when I started taking this supplement, my deep and REM sleep doubled.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. I don't recommend, I think people do their own research, but my REM and deep sleep literally doubled.
Interesting.
Within the first night.
Why do I know? So I feel like we have this in our cabinet. What is myo-inositol? Is that naturally occurring in the body?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know the science behind why it doubles my deep and REM, but a doctor friend of mine recommended it to me. And then I take glycine, which helps lower your body temperature. I take spermidine, which is also good for sleep. It's a green algae, but also what I found, it's reversing my grey hair.
Really?
Yeah, spermidine. Yeah. I didn't realize, but I had a patch of grey hair here, disappeared within 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's spermidine.
Wow.
Yeah, spermidine.
We all need to get on that.
And that's it, before bed. And I take that. And if I'm really wired, and I don't like taking pharmaceuticals, but I might take a microdose of clonidine, which is they use for ADHD medication.
Okay, yeah.
And I take a little microdose of that if I'm really wired.
Yeah.
Just take that and it just calms my mind.
That's a good little hack. I've been using, I found this sleep track, which I think is somewhat hypnosis, and weirdly it seems to knock both of us out before it's hit about 30 minutes. Yeah. And it's just like this random track I found on Spotify. I started listening to it and I would never make it through to the end. I set a 30-minute sleep timer and I'd rarely make it through to the end.
There you go. It's not Matthew McConaughey on Calm, is it?
I actually don't know that one.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey is on Calm and he basically talks about just fall asleep.
Oh, yeah. I guess he'd have a pretty soothing voice, wouldn't he? On the Calm app. So I love that on your socials, you obviously like share all of this stuff. You've shared all or a lot of your supplement stacks. So some for when you travel to some that when you're home. Can you walk us through like some of your favorite supplements, maybe some supplements that when you're traveling you like to take?
I'm taking liver supplements. I'm trying to move away from taking too many synthetic supplements if I can. So I take liver supplements. I take D3, especially in D3 with K2, especially during winter when it's cold, there's no sun. Astaxanthin for my eyes because my eyesight is definitely declining.
Oh, I didn't know about it. So astaxanthin helps to improve your eyes.
Helps you with eyesight. Yeah.
Oh, I need to get on that.
Yeah, it's definitely the jury's still out, but I've talked to a friend of mine and recommended it. And I take NMN, True Niagen brand.
Great brand.
Yeah, and other bits and pieces. But when I'm traveling, I take natural vitamin C, acerola cherry, because I don't want to get sick. And I take oregano as well. Oregano, if you want to call it, if you're American, in case I start getting sick. So oregano is a very strong antiseptic. So if you start getting sick, just take a few drops of that. And in theory, it'll help get rid of your sore throat or cold.
Oh my God, that's awesome. I actually didn't know that about oregano.
Yeah.
And I love all that. Like herbs are so powerful.
Yeah.
It's actually the science behind a lot of herbs is pretty amazing.
Yeah. So it has, like when I get a sore throat or I'm getting sick, I just take a bit of that. Generally gets rid of it for me. So
what about NAD? I've recently started up again since I finished breastfeeding, injecting intramuscularly NAD.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you done the IV before?
I actually haven't done the NAD IV, no.
It's a journey.
Yeah. Because I believe you've got to do quite a few to start noticing the benefit, or you have to do at least, I don't know. Is that right?
I've done a couple, but I know it last time I did it made me vomit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I did it at my house, and I said to the nurse, I said, I'm literally about to vomit here.
Yeah.
Because I did it too fast. You've got to do it quite slow.
That's right. Yeah. Over like a couple hours or something.
Yeah. If your stomach's not used to it. I've done the injection in the ass a couple of times.
Yeah.
And
how'd you find that?
It feels like I'm tripping out for 15 minutes. It was okay. But now I just take a tablet. I don't know if I've seen a difference from it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Funny you say that, because I think it must be very dependent on your personal body type, because I started first taking it a few years ago, and I was showing on and off throughout my 20s signs of mild signs of chronic fatigue. So I go through periods where I just feel like incredibly lethargic, brain fog, always want to have an afternoon nap. I was on this constant journey to like improve my energy.
Yeah.
When I started injecting NAD, day one, I had no brain fog. I had no need to nap.
Wow.
I felt for once like I could focus like a normal person. Like I sat there at my laptop the whole day, just focused and just so switched on. And then a nurse I was speaking to said, funnily enough, they see the people who respond the best are like chronic fatigue type patients. So for me now, obviously I had to stop it during my pregnancy breastfeeding journey. But for now, it's going to be like that whole maintenance thing for me is just having, like 0.5 of a mil 3 times a week. That's all I need to just kind of top me up. But I reckon it's the one thing that's changed my life.
Is that right? Yeah, I guess if I stop taking it, my energy levels may drop, but I don't know. I don't get tired. So maybe if I stop taking it, I will get tired. So,
but naturally you seem like a very like energetic kind of person.
Yeah, I am. So that's why I'm not sure if it's doing anything for me.
Yeah.
But I just take it because I'm like, maybe I should just take this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know if it works for me, but congrats.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What about peptides?
I'm a big fan of peptides, but you've got to take the right peptides that suits your body. So I'm taking at the moment BPC 157 and TB 500 for my injuries. And
so BPC, do you only take that for a short period and then get back on it?
You cycle it. So you do 6 to 8 weeks on and then, you take it at the moment, are you?
I took it once a couple of years ago and did 1 round. I didn't notice that much from it, but Sean took it and he noticed a huge difference. It actually really improved his whole gut microbiome stuff, believe it or not.
Oh, there you go.
So digestion, gut, interestingly enough.
There you go. I'm taking C-Max and Solank. I'm testing at the moment. So C-Max is a cognitive enhancement peptide, and Solank is helps you calm yourself. So I might take it before bed. I'm just testing at the moment for the next few days. Yeah, I don't take any muscle building peptides, as you can tell. So I'm just, I go through kind of peaks and troughs with it.
How do you go about finding your research, where to travel to, what supplements to take?
I've got doctors on call that I use. So with peptides, I've got a peptide doctor and I have a longevity doctor that I talk with. Plus I've got a health clinic in Armidale called Super Young. And I've got a doctor there that I consult with.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you launched that?
I launched that about a year ago.
Yeah.
So with some friends of mine, it's purely a passion project. It's all about longevity and health. But it's nice to have. Like it's
And you work with clients ongoing to maximize their longevity and overall health and well-being?
So clients will come in, they can either do a protocol, they can do an IV of NAD, they can do hyperbaric chambers, hot and cold therapy, everything.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a club.
Wow, so, I love that. I'm so signing up.
Check it out. It's called Super Young. It's fun.
Yeah. It's so great too, because I feel like in Australia, we're so detached from the rest of the world. We're so behind in so many things. Like it takes us so long to get access to a lot of this kind of research. Then we obviously have pushback from the TGA on a lot of things as well.
Yeah. It's very, it was based on a concept in the US. So we brought it to Australia.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
What would be your, I guess, like ride or die kind of, hack or like treatment that you will continue doing for the rest of your life?
I think you've just the basics: eat well, sleep, and I'd also recommend people do a genetic test to see if they're prone to oxidative stress, inflammation, which I am, and high histamine levels, which I am as well. And if you are, then you may need things like an ice bath or so on to help reduce inflammation in your body, because inflammation leads to disease, as you know. So yeah, I do a genetic test, which I've done, and there was no surprises there, because I was always getting injured. I'm like, why am I always getting injured? Because my body is just inflamed.
Which test did you do?
I did the true... Oh, no, I did 3x4 genetics test.
Okay.
Yeah, 3x4 it's called.
Yeah.
And they send you a report. It's quite good. And it basically says what food you should eat, supplements you should take, if any, and some protocols.
I always say on this podcast that like gone are the days of just like randomly taking supplements and like guessing game. Like there are so many amazing tests out there that give us so much insight into our body, and like everyone's body is so different and like reacts so differently, as we've even like gathered from this conversation. I did a naturopath DNA test, which is I think maybe a little bit similar. So very like DNA comprehensive test. So it was the results were about 100 pages long. I actually threw them into ChatGPT recently because I did them about a year ago. And I got Chatbot to basically write me up a whole regime based off my exact body type and having things like the MTHFR gene and like different things. But the insight that you get and what you can learn about your body, what type of exercise you should be doing, what kind of food you should be eating, like it is groundbreaking. It will change your life. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I got my bloods and my DNA test put into ChatGPT and it gave me supplements I should take, exercise and food. And it was great. And it cost me nothing. So you don't need a doctor to do that for you. No, not anymore. Not anymore. And then when you sit there with them for a whole hour, you know, you only get through like this much of a document. So I'll just get it. Bang, bang, bang. Give me just give me the information and I know what to do. Yeah, totally. So what's on the horizon for you in this space? Are you jetting off somewhere else to try some crazy new therapies? What can you give us? I'm off to Costa Rica in October to do some more stem cells. I don't know why, but I am. And I'm launching a online regenerative medicine clinic business in the next few weeks. Sick. Yeah. So it's purely a passion project. I want to start doing business that I actually want to do and not because I need to. So I'm launching that and that's it for now. Amazing. Also very exciting stuff. Yeah. It's exciting. And a very exciting space that is, again, evolving so quickly. It is. I keep telling my friends, stay alive for 10 years and you'll live well beyond 100 years of age. With tech that's coming and AI in this space, things are going to change quickly. So yeah, just stay alive. That's all you got to do. Stay alive for 10 years. Totally agree with that. Yeah. Lots happening. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's honestly been a pleasure speaking to you. I've loved our conversation. So many amazing nuggets in here, people to take home. I love to end my episodes by asking our guests to leave a little verbal entry in the Test Talks diary. So it's just like one lasting piece of wisdom or a life motto or a piece of advice you think is important to leave behind. What do you want to share? There's one thing I wish my parents said to me as a kid. And as a kid, I was very shy and very timid. And I wish they said to me, you're only limited by your own belief. And if you do not ask, you do not receive in life. Because I was always too shy to ask. And I think that helped me back in life to a degree. I always tell my daughters, just ask the question. Ask. It's either a yes or a no. And you're only limited by your own belief. So just don't think small. And if it's a no, never take no for an answer. Just joking.
But don't be creepy about it.
No. That's awesome. Really good advice. Thank you so much, Nick.
No, thank you. It was great.
Thanks so much for listening. If you loved the episode, please subscribe, rate, and review. It honestly means so much and helps to keep these conversations going. And I'd love to connect with you. You can message me on Instagram or TikTok, and I've left all the details from the episode in the show notes below. I'll see you next week.